Michelle Wood and I'm the CEO of Life Education in Victoria, South Australia and Tasmania. When I first started in this role, which is just over 2 years ago, it was my first actual CEO role. I had been in an acting role prior to that. And when I was introduced to John, he immediately gave me confidence, I think. It was quite early when I was in the role, and I was really feeling that I had the capacity to do the role, but it was really nice to be able to go and sit with him and have someone actually point out the fact that you've been put into this position for a reason, that you've got experience and knowledge, and that even though sometimes it's going to be challenging, he was very good at helping me to remember those positive qualities that I've got that sometimes we're all really good at putting in the background because you get inundated with all of the noise, and he was very good at helping me to realign my thought processes. But also, I think one of the main things that he taught me was about my brand, about my individual brand, about how you deliver yourself in every situation has an impact later on down the road. Like, my values are very important to me, and I think that's what drives me every day. I think that it's really important to respect other people, and I think that it's really important to care about other people, and my whole entire career has been based on making sure that other people are okay, whether it's hands-on or having the influence that I have now. So what really matters to me is people around me and making sure that they're safe, but also the greater community, and hopefully making sure that people can make choices that keep them safe, happy and well. John actually he's a volunteer with Life Education, interestingly. Okay. Yeah, he's a lovely guy. We're very lucky. We have a volunteer board, a board of directors, and then just to the side of our board of directors, we've got this amazing group of very successful businessmen. There's about 8 of them, I think, who really value what we do and the information that we deliver to children. And so they're passionate about kids and making sure that kids are given education to make sure they make good choices when they're adults. John is one of that, what we call our advisory board. So when I started with the organisation back at the beginning of 2013, I was introduced to John in that capacity, but also the chair of my board at that time had asked John if he would do some mentoring with me. So I have known John now for just over 2 years, and he is a person that I can go to whenever I need to. He's very, very open with communication. He's volunteers. In fact, all of the work that he's done with me has been in his own time, and he's incredibly generous in what he gives us. Wow. So we're very lucky to have him as part of our team, and we do consider him to be part of our team. Part of our advisory board have got specific interests that they want to help us achieve. We have a fundraising gala every year, which is enormous. So John is on as part of that advisory board. Excuse me, scratching my face. I should do that again. As part of being on the advisory board, they are instrumental in helping us make that fundraising dinner a success. So we meet every 2 months. The advisory board meet, and John brings his expertise into those meetings all the time, and he challenges us in ways that perhaps some of the other guys wouldn't challenge us just because of his background. So he's always reminding us to consider our brand, to consider how we're marketing ourselves, to consider who we're approaching and how we're approaching them. And that degree of experience in that area is really helping me, particularly as the CEO of the organisation, because every time I'm making a decision now that is significant for the organisation, there's little prompts in my head to be thinking about those kinds of things that are so important for us moving forward. So he has impact. I think one of the main things that I would probably say is through my journey into senior management is that self-awareness is very important, and it's also an expectation. So as you work your way up the ladder in management, I've found that you need to be consistent in how you address people. You also need to be consistent in how you present yourself, and you need to remove emotional and personal perspective sometimes and be able to deliver yourself as the professional that people expect you to be. John and his group have helped me in a great way to learn how to do that. I would certainly recommend, and have recommended to several people that I've come in contact with, that they go down the road of having a mentor, or or considering going to an organisation such as John's, because of that need to have that understanding of who you are. And he does that in in a positive way. I think leadership is all about understanding yourself and knowing yourself. Before you can expect to lead anyone else, you need to understand who you are. And I have found that John's got a really, it's a really gentle but very clear way of realigning my thought processes to make sure that I am the leader that I want to be, because I'm the person that I want to be, and then I can pass that down through the team.